It's that time of year again for a game jam. So if you don't know what a game jam is, it's basically when people try to make a game, but in a short amount of time. And to spice things up a bit, most have a theme you have to follow. This game jam is the GMTK game jam. The current theme is roll the dice. Now, I'm not a genius, but rolling dice is pretty random. So I thought it was a good idea to make the game entirely about randomness. I'm going to be using Godot,
Godot.
Godot, which is a free and open source game engine to make the game. Wait, Fred, don't you use Unity to make games? Well, yes. But actually, no. Anyways, the jam only lasts 2 days, so I'm going to have to be fast to be able to complete the game with the time limit. The only problem is that I've never used Godot before, and the jam starts in 1 day. So the day before the jam started, I thought it was a good idea to try Godot out. The first thing I did was open a Godot project, and ended up having no clue what I'm doing. After following some tutorials and linking some code, I got a working character controller, which is pretty cool, even the characters are cute. It's the day the jam starts, and after coming up with an idea, I immediately hopped onto Godot and got to work. The first thing I did was get my code from my test project and put it into the game. But instead of using a cube, I did what any responsible game developer would do and used Bloll instead. I decided I wanted to make the game a platformer because platformers are one of my favorite games genres. And then I decided that each time you play, you'd be given a random map and power up to platform across. So after gathering ideas and abilities and power ups, I wanted to have a colorful yet dark feeling for the game, and using inspiration from Terraria's moss, I got blocks to use for map making. After taking more time than I'd like to admit, I got a work and dash, double jump, and low gravity mode abilities to play in game. After spending a couple of minutes trying to make a map, I figured out there is a freaking tile map? Like, this entire time I've been placing blocks separately, every single block, and it cluttered my scene. And I could have just used a tile map the entire time? Anyways, after using more time than I was wanting to use, I got a working map that you can run on. Oh, what's the point of playing a game if you can't fail the game? So I added lava, and maybe a spike or two littered around the map, not that much. And now I got a decent first map to play on. Only problem is that to make the game give you a random map ability, it requires you to have randomness in it. To get randomness, you need a random number generator. If you don't know what a random number generator is, well, it's in the name. It's a random number generator. And after taking a while to make the random number generator able to change which scene the player is sent to, I finally acquired the ability to have a randomly changed map and abilities. Now, after making about 4 maps, I realized if you beat the level, you get stuck there. So I grabbed the sprite from the first game I ever made and made it that if you touch it, it'll send you to a random world. So we all know that any good game has one thing in common, a main menu. And because this game is the game ever, I need a great main menu. Now, most devs would put actual care into the main menu, so I could make a well-made menu. Haha, no. We have something better. We have Bloll. So most games also have a name, and my game doesn't currently have a name, so I decided to make the name for the game. Now, I need to keep it professional, the name, because who would want to play a game with a stupid name? Now, what could it possibly be? Oh, I have an idea. Bloll. Now, the problem is, the current main menu isn't a ball. It's actually an oval, so I have to change that because screw ovals. Currently, the game is playable, but it's kind of bland because there is no sound. So I found a sound effects generator used for the game. Got some good sound effects to use in game. And after adding music too, the game's a lot more fun to play. So now that almost everything needed in the game is done, I should probably add a couple more maps to make it more fun to keep replaying. The entire game is playable, and if you ask me, it's pretty fun too, but there's currently no reason to play Bloll. So the best idea I got was that a score system, so now every time you finish the level and touch the totem, you get 1 point added to your score. Now everything is fixed, I believe it's time to post the game on itch.io and submit it to the Game Jam. So the Game Jam ended a couple days ago. Bloll is not ranked very high, but I'm still impressed with what I was able to pull off in 2 days, especially using a game engine I've never used before, and it's pretty good in my opinion. So, yeah, haha. Anyways, game's free on itch.io. The link will be in my description. If you enjoyed this video, please like or subscribe, or both actually. That's pretty cool if you do both. Play the game too. That would boost my self-esteem by a lot. And yeah, enjoy your life. Yeah. I'm gonna sleep now.